Let's talk about how to carry the torch to advocate for change. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, getting hit in the back by sunglasses, actually fake sunglasses. Today, we are talking about, as we continue our discussion of getting our goals in this year's annual challenge, we're focusing on contribution goals this month. Things outside of us. How do we participate in and impact and affect stuff that's outside of us, right? The rest of the challenge so far, 8 months, actually 9 months, the first 9 months of the year. First month, we talked all about different frameworks and different ways of setting goals. And we selected and actually created our own 7-step framework, which we talk about at the end of each month. We, all of those areas, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, communication, and confidence, those are all pretty much all about us, right? Most of our life is all about us, if we're honest. But contribution is what we give, right? How we show up in the world, the example that we set, how we impact other people, other things, other situations. And today's topic is becoming a change or becoming an advocate for change. How do we deal with change and how do we advocate change for the things that we care about? So we talked about different ways to advocate, what is advocacy, different strategies. I shared 6 different strategies and tools and ways that we can participate in and advocate for the things that we're passionate about, the causes, the ideas, the beliefs, the things that are important to us, things like, environmental conservation or social justice or social injustice, right? A lot of times people are more likely to push against, we are as humans, push against things that we don't want, and we'll fight a lot harder to prevent loss of something in our life than we will to achieve some sort of gain. It's just weirdly human nature. And there are, of course, a percentage of the population that's an exception to that. But for the most part, scientists and people do a lot of statistical analysis and studies of human behavior. I think human behavior has been broken down to a science now, and anything you want to know, you can probably learn about in research. So our idiom today was to carry the torch. And knowing me, it's not a good idea for me to deal with flames or anything, especially in my office. So I found this wine glass as I was getting my coffee mug today, and I'm going to sneak a sip. By the way, today's 2082 of documenting my journey, sharing what I'm up to every day as I transitioned originally from the brick and mortar corporate world business to the online business. Then we had COVID, and the year after COVID, which was pretty much as bad as the year of COVID, if not worse in some way, shape, and form. And I knew that I needed to keep moving. And as I was keeping moving forward and taking action and trying to be proactive and advocating for myself, not going insane during that lockdown crazy time of all of our lives, I needed to do something. So I created, every other month I did a challenge, the Get Up and Go challenge. And then prior to that, since about 2018, now I have done personal challenges, I don't know, most of my life, right? I've had a lot of weird, strange things that have happened in my life that I needed to overcome and deal with. And so I've had to set challenges for myself. One of the ways I dealt with things like that or things was by setting myself a challenge. I've done challenges for just about every area and aspect of my life. And in 2018, I was challenged to start doing live videos by my coaches and mentors. And I'm like, I'm not doing live video. You can't make me. And then, of course, there were a couple challenges that came up and I decided to participate in. And actually, they weren't even challenges. Challenges came up after that as an online thing. And now they're super duper popular. Everybody under the sun is using them as a marketing tool. But I still do my annual challenge. So this year's annual challenge is the Get Your Goals annual challenge. And we're focusing on contribution. I don't remember why I was talking about why I do annual challenges, but I do them, and I've done them since 2018, and I do them to keep me moving forward. I'm going to keep challenging myself no matter what. So I figured what a great way to create content is if I'm doing it anyway, why not bring people with me? And it's been not only fun, but more rewarding because it's not just me doing the challenge anymore by myself. I've got lots of other people that do it as well, which makes it more engaging, more fun. And I learn so much more and grow so much faster because I have other people participating and sharing their experiences. So I don't foresee, and I keep telling myself I'm not going to do an annual challenge because whenever I travel or when I've got other commitments, it's a challenge it's a challenge to do the challenge every single day. But I still show up, even days I don't feel like it, even days I don't feel good. We just show up when we do it. Uh, but I keep thinking, well, maybe I won't do it. And people give me a hard time and say, why don't you just take some time off? Well, it's for me, it's easier to do it every day, to do single daily action, than it is to batch. I tried doing batch content probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I think in about a week, I made, I don't know, 100 and some chronic pain related videos because I was working with a group with chronic pain. And uh, it was okay, but it didn't feel right to me, right? It doesn't, and if it doesn't feel right to me, then I'm not going to do it because it's not right for me. If something doesn't feel right for us, it's not right for us. It might be right for other people. I'm sure there's hundreds of people, if not thousands or tens of thousands of people that create batch content and then trickle it out and it works for them and it feels great for them because then they can focus on other things. Uh, a lot of people cannot multitask, right? And I have my own beliefs about multitasking, but they actually positively cannot multitask. So they have to batch their content and then do whatever it is that they do other times, right? And that's okay. You have to do what works for you. All right, that's all I've got today. I am getting ready for a big project, and part of that is what's got me thinking about I wish I could pre-record and batch my content, at least for the Get Up and Go challenge, because I also thought about, well, maybe I skip some days. I know. What happens if I skip some days and I don't do this segment every single day while I'm on the road traveling, or while I am working with a client or a customer that needs my undivided attention? So questions for me, always questions, right? Always questions, always things to answer, always new challenges to figure out. That's what makes life interesting. All right, if I can help you in any way, ask. You can always box me at jamagramma@gmail.com. Uh, that is probably the trickiest, easiest, fastest way to get a hold of me and ask me a question and get a relatively quick, if not immediate, response. All right, even if I'm doing something else, unless I'm with a customer or a client, I will answer. Or changing a diaper. Sometimes I'm doing that too. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.